Hello guys, thanks for jumping back into my channel. This is MindYourCrypto. My name is Bill and today we are going to make an update for NUCYPHER. I get tons of messages from you guys, you are worried, and of course I can understand this because it has been correcting for quite some time now and it is going now sideways. So what NUCYPHER will do in the near future? Okay, I'm going to explain that right now, and of course patience is the key for success for cryptocurrency market, guys. If you like the content, please hit the like button, subscribe, hit the bell button and share. Thank you a lot, have a fantastic day, and now let's jump back to our MACD. If you are new to the channel, the MACD is the blue line and it is nothing more than a moving average. When you subtract the moving average of 12 days with the moving average of 26 days, then you get the blue line here, and this is our signal line. When the signal line with the orange line, okay, when the signal line is above the blue line, then we have a bearish situation. That's why here, guys, you can see the bearish cross around 24th February, where we had the top and then we consolidating for a bit. We were consolidating, having the 57% correction, as you can see here, guys. 57% correction. It's good. It's a good correction, but according to the pump it had, look at this, 650. Okay, so it needs to do this correction. It is very healthy to do this correction, of course, after this much pump up. So right now we are sitting in a bearish scenario, and now we saw the blue line going upwards, but nothing important here, because the blue line doesn't have the necessary distance with the orange line, the signal line, in order to say that we have an upward situation right now. And now they go together, as you can see. The main thing is here to see the blue line going above the signal line, while the signal line maintains this angle, like here. And we want to see the blue line going upwards again in order to see the price moving upwards. So right here, guys, what I want to tell you is when we have a very huge distance between the orange line and the blue line, then we have a very high risk. But when we have a huge distance with the orange line and the blue line, while the orange line is above the blue line, we might have a huge buying opportunity. Right now, this is not the case, but it might be the case, guys. I will explain that in the next few minutes, but let's go and to the RSI here, the relative strength index, the yellow here line, and the commodity channel index, okay, I will say pink here line. Okay, those two lines are metrics for the risk. So when we are above the 70 for the yellow line and we are above the 100 for the commodity channel index, then we have a high risk. That's why here, guys, we had a huge risk in these prices. And if I were you, of course, if I would hold any new, I would sell here. It's okay to miss this top. No one and few will just reach the top and sell here. It is very difficult to always know the top. It is very healthy though to have a profit target and buy here and sell here. And when we have these consolidations, when we have this pump up, this bullish scenario for a coin, and we have these consolidations here, we have this price action and these consolidations, this price action and these consolidations, you want to buy more. But of course, you need to know when to stop, and you need to see the risk metrics as well as the trend lines, as well as some other indicators, and of course, patience is the key. Right now, guys, all I want to say is that we are between 30 and 70 for the RSI and minus 100 to 100 for the commodity channel index. We don't have any buying opportunities or any sell opportunities. It is not an opportunity, guys, okay, or any overbought situation. That's when we have a sell risk and we need to sell when we have an overbought situation. Right now, we don't have any of those. And so we stand here waiting for a bit. You can see here, when we had about the same RSI, we had some different tops in the price. That is because, guys, when we have a bearish situation, we might have the same relative strength index, but different prices, lower prices. That's why we know we are consolidating, we are correcting. And of course, in the bull trend, when we have same relative strength index, we have high prices. For example, here, 9th January, when we have this small cross around 0.22, and of course around here, 22nd February, where we were sitting at 0.1997, 95 for the NUCYPHER, of course, with the same relative strength index. Right now, let's go to the Bollinger Bands. What the Bollinger Bands show us here is the high risk when we have high volatility. How do we measure the high volatility? The distance between the lower band and the top line and the bottom line. The higher the distance, the higher the volatility, the higher the risk. When a candle approaches and extends the top line of the Bollinger Band, then we are consolidating. Then we are doing like that, this one here. And then we are moving up again and we do this one here as well. So right now, guys, all I'm saying is when we are having this risk, we will consolidating. And when we are extending to the bottom of the Bollinger Bands, we have a buying opportunity. That's why here we saw this action. Of course, in my opinion, you shouldn't buy here because we were consolidating. You would get okay, little profits, but that's all. Okay, so in my opinion, I am a short mid-term investor. I'm not a daily trader. Okay, so right now we are getting into a squeeze point. I will explain in the next few minutes. We are getting into a squeeze point and we want to see what NUCYPHER will do. Right now, this was, guys, a buying opportunity. The squeeze point I'm talking about. The lower the distance, when you get this small distance between the bottom line and the top line, then we are having a squeeze point and then we are having a buying opportunity as well. So right now, guys, let's go to NUCYPHER against Bitcoin in the 4-hour frame, and here we go to our EMAs, okay? Okay, exponential moving averages. So right now, what I want to circle here is the 50-day EMA going above the 30-day EMA and the 20-day EMA. The 50-day EMA is the red line here, guys, the red line. And when it does that, we have a bearish situation. We start to see consolidation, and right now, and those we went down here, you can see this bearish candle at 10th April today, and we might test this support line again for the NUCYPHER against Bitcoin in the 4-hour frame. Is this our bottom? Is this our support line, our bottom? We don't know yet. It seems like it might be the bottom, but we don't know yet. We need to be sure about the market. So right now, guys, we have this big bullish bearish candle, this big bearish candle, okay. So right now, guys, we are moving downwards. We are moving downwards, and of course, we have this bearish candle here, and we might test this support line again. Things doesn't look good for quite some time for NUCYPHER, but we are getting into a squeeze point and we might see a turnaround soon, but we will see about that. Let's go to NUCYPHER against Bitcoin in the daily frame to tell you that when we have the 30-day EMA going above the 20-day EMA, the yellow line here, it is always a bearish scenario. That's why here we had this price action. That's why here we wanted to see, of course, the NUCYPHER going down and down again. And right now you can see the 50-day EMA going above the 20-day EMA. This is a huge bearish scenario. Is this line here our bottom support line? No, but it is a major support line. Okay, it is a major support line that we need to test again and to reach some more resistance, to break through some more resistance levels here. So right now, let's go to the price analysis and the squeeze point I was talking about. When you want to see what the price will do, you connect the tops in the 4-hour frame in the NUCYPHER against USD, of course. I connected the tops, connecting the bottoms, the late bottom, as you can see here. And right now, I think that in a few days, we will be sure what NUCYPHER will do. We will get here into a squeeze point. It might be 15 April, it might be a little more, might be 20, 19 April, I don't know, guys, but around April I think we will have a more clear view, a more clear perspective of NUCYPHER. And right now this is the potential. It might do something like this, it might go even like that, it might go testing this as support and resistance levels, then going upwards, breaking through, or even going downwards. But the first one might be the case here, guys. The first one might be the case here. It seems we have a very strong support line here, tested as 26th March, but we will see about that again in the future. So right now I'm expecting to do the trend line is something like this. Of course the 50-day EMA went above the 30-day EMA, as you can see here in the 20-day EMA, which is very scenario, but it can always go upwards again, and the 30-day EMA going above the 50-day, of course the 20-day EMA going above the 50-day EMA. So right now guys, I got you here the major support and resistance levels and what we want to do in order to break through. You can see here the sense of the support level and the sense of the resistance level. What we need to do is to be sure when to buy NUCYPHER is to break through this point here, this resistance point. And if we go beyond this support line here, then we might have a very clear buying opportunity. I want to say that we might go further down into this line here, guys. We might go further down into this line, and if we test this line, then this line here will be our major opportunity. 0.34 cents. Okay, 0.34 cents. We might test this line and we will have a very clear buying opportunity here. And if we break through, another clear buying opportunity. So right now, guys, all we have to do is being a little more patient, and I think we will get a more clear view in the next days for NUCYPHER. Thank you so much for watching, guys. Have a fantastic day wherever you are. See you soon with more videos, and I will keep updating you. Bye.